Play around with the fire, give his name so the guys in the hole that the body got dropped. I wanna throw it up on the...
Alright, y'all boys, so before we jump into the vlog, I just want to give a huge shout out to Nathan over at More Boost Performance, because if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. Literally none of this. From the accident, getting the shell, rebuilding like the shell, getting everything from the red car over to the new car, literally all that would not have been possible if it wasn't for him. So like, huge shout out to Nathan over at More Boost Performance. I'm gonna leave his Instagram and stuff like that down in the description below, so when you guys get a chance, go ahead, check them out. If you guys need anything, whether you guys in the Orlando area, Lakeland, doesn't matter. If you guys are in the area, go ahead, hit them up. Or if you guys have any questions regarding SRT or anything like that, super knowledgeable guy. Go ahead, check him out. Like I said, I'm gonna leave his Instagram down below, and I'm also going to put it right here, so make sure you guys go ahead and check him out. Again, huge shout out to him. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the vlog. Yo, it's your boy back with another vlog. You already know the vibes. We got the SRT out to a meet. Yes, the SRT that we were building, yes, we took it out to a meet. Am I making full boost? Fuck no.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No boys.
Waiting on the lower hard pipe to go ahead and come in the mail. Buddy just sent that out. Should be getting tracking sometime tonight. Also, we're getting a nice little emblem for the car for the front. Obviously, we didn't have one, as you guys can see. I'm not sure you guys can tell, but your boy got the tint installed and stuff like that. Still got to get the back window tinted, the front window tinted. A lot has happened with this car. Battery issues, a whole bunch of stuff, but thankfully we got everything sorted and in the clear. But the first location that we're technically leaving right now, I know it's a weird start to the vlog, but the location that we're leaving right now actually just got shut down. Literally, we pulled up and it got shut down. So we're heading out to the next location and stuff like that. But I'll update you guys once we get there. All right, y'all boys, so as y'all saw, the meet didn't go as planned at all. Every location that we went to, cops shut it down, but we're back. Nathan's shop, More Boost Performance. Basically what we're doing, like I told you guys before, we're putting basically my original exhaust back on. For the most part, that's what we're doing today. We might end up putting in the gauge pod and stuff like that and a couple other things, but I'll show you guys that once we get down into it. But as you guys can see, we got the original exhaust here, a little bit of dents here, which is totally fine. But other than that, I took off the whole entire exhaust already. All we gotta really remove is just this piece here. And then we also got the O2 housing to go ahead and install as well, because as you guys can see down there, it literally broke. Brandon ended up sending out a new one over at SRT-4 gear, so he ended up sending a new one, so we're gonna go ahead and install that as well. But other than that, this is what we got going on. All right, so as y'all guys can see, new O2 housing. So just do a comparison, you guys can see where it cracked at. So this is how it sits. It had cracked here, but like I said, thankfully Brandon was cool enough to go ahead and send out a replacement and stuff like that. He was actually in shock on how it broke, but for the most part, we're gonna go ahead, get this bad boy installed, and then we're gonna get the exhaust set up and stuff like that. So I'll touch back with you guys once I got this thing installed. All right, so I went ahead and I got this pretty much installed, as you guys can see. V-band to V-band. I do have it a little bit loose, just so we could go ahead and rotate it, so that when we do get the exhaust back on and stuff like that, it's a nice and easy bolt up. I'm not sure if you guys can look and see it, but nice and easy bolt up down there and stuff like that. Now that this thing's pretty much installed, Nathan's working on the battery terminals to go ahead and, you know, get all this nice and tight, cleaned up and stuff like that, because I am having a battery issue. It's intermediate. It's not like how it was before. So pretty much what will end up happening is, like, I'll go ahead, go try to start the car, it would cut out, and then I have to wait a few seconds, then try it again, and it will start. Versus before, like, it wouldn't start at all without the jump pack. So Nathan's working on getting that resolved so we can stop using the jump pack and this bad boy can fire right up like nothing. All right, y'all boys, so we went ahead, we picked up the drilled and slotted rotors and stuff like that. Got the old rear suspension and stuff. For the front suspension, I gotta go ahead get new BCs for the front, given the fact that on the passenger side the BC coil literally obliterated, but the driver's side is fine. But right now we're running, if I'm not mistaken, these are Megan coilovers, front and back, but we're going to be putting the Racelands on for the back. Another thing that we're going to probably doing is getting these tail lights swapped out for mine. As you guys can see, there was a guy on Facebook over in Kissimmee that were selling like plug and play, but he never sent me the actual connector to make sure that like it's plug and play and stuff like that. But these ones we're gonna have to wire in. Obviously these are the ones from my red car, but we're gonna see if we could go ahead and get these wired in so that we can start running them stock ones. All right, y'all boys, so as y'all can see, we went ahead, got all the rust and stuff like that knocked off on the rotors and stuff, and then you guys can see exactly what I was talking about. It's a parent exhaust. So as far as I knew, I thought only parent was only made for like Subarus and stuff like that. But I guess like back in the day, they worked on SRTs and stuff like that. Other than that, that's pretty much it really. So went ahead, took the wheels and stuff like that off so we could get the drilled and slotted rotors in, and the suspension and stuff. I forgot what these things are, but probably not going to need them. Not totally sure. But as you guys can see, got all this going. Nathan doing his thing, trying to go ahead and get the old exhaust fitted onto the car and stuff like that. Nathan went ahead, cleaned up the terminals and stuff, so that's looking A1. But yeah, we're moving along pretty much good. Once we go ahead and get other stuff on and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and update you guys. Yo, it's your boy back with another vlog. You already know the vibes. So we done popped out the SRT. We popped out to the Cars and Coffee over here in Orlando. You already know the vibes, about to walk around, and I'm gonna show you guys what cars I think is cool. Some of the guys is here and stuff like that, so I'm about to show you guys that right now. All right, so we got an M3 comp, bro. The fitment on this thing is insane, but nah, he is rubbing a little bit, most likely when the car just squats down. But other than that, it's clean. And then nice little G80 over here. Oh, G80 goes crazy. Big turbo. Dang. Nah, that's wild, bro. But nah. Then got my dog. I'll see the SRT. And my dog with the Teggy. Bro's on bags, bro. On bags. Nah, it's dope though. Whole bunch of like CS stuff. Carbon fiber. Even here's carbon fiber too. But nah, interior goes crazy. Dog Allen. Hell yeah. My dog Ruby. Ruby Zona. You already know the vibes. Looking clean. And look. He got it on sale. Great value price. Great buy, 99 cents. Know the vibes. Nah, this thing clean though. Ruby, say something for the vlog, bro.
You outside?
We outside. Look at that. Looking crazy.
I had to put it.
Camber wild. Little two-tone. Bro, shit say fraud department.
Stop it. I'm on the report. He said I can't leave. She's like, if you're not involved in the ice, that's something.
And it's nice over there, you know, to me.
Oh, yeah.
300ZX looking clean. Apparently with these ones you could go ahead and you could run the Lamborghini headlights and stuff, but nah, it's freaking clean. And then look at this, almost, I guess it's fully built Honda. I'm not gonna lie, I look-key wanted one of these. I ain't gonna lie. Remember in Too Fast, Too Furious, I had one.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, now Too Fast, Too Furious. Need for Speed. The Hennessy. We got the bros out here. AMGs. Caddy. Look at it. Look at that. Alright, y'all boys, so as y'all can see, we got the drilled and slotted rotors on, as y'all can see. And on top of that as well, we went ahead and put on my rear wheels. I still got to get the tire for the front, so that way I could run these ones in the front as well. As y'all can see, got the tint done, 5% all the way around, 15 in the front. I still got to go ahead and get new headlights as well, but these are the guys that ended up doing the tint and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, everything's pretty much squared away for the most part. Got the exhaust on, got the tail lights in. We ended up getting these plug and play. Nathan went ahead, did a hard wire. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the trunk and show you guys that. But other than that, that's really about it. All that's left is to go ahead, do the paint and get some side markers. Like I said, get some new lights. I gotta get new badges, a new scoop for this, but that's really about it. Other than that, man, she's looking good. The interior, still gotta go ahead and swap out the seats. I gotta clean up the interior, but we went ahead, got the gauge pod all in, got the steering wheel in, all that good stuff, and then got the battery in the trunk and everything like that. We gotta go ahead and install the trunk carpet properly and everything. We gotta get like clips for it. That's gonna be a whole process. As you guys can see here, ended up doing a plug and play, and then as well we ended up doing like a relay for the fuel pump, so that way it runs fresh off the battery. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that right now, but so that way you guys can go ahead and see, got the relay right here running off the fuel pump. But yeah, other than that, that's really about it. Other than that, she's good to go. Like I said, just gotta do like minor cosmetic stuff to it, but for the most part, looking good, looking clean. Like I said, just gotta do a lot of other cosmetic and stuff like that, but for the most part, she's looking good. Fixed the boost issue as well. Let me go ahead and pop the hood, just so you guys can go ahead and see. Got the O2 housing on, boost line fixed. We're making proper boost somewhat. Still need to go ahead and get a retune, but other than that, man, like I said, that's really about it. She's running healthy, everything's good. I almost forgot to mention the front windshield. I had to get it replaced through Safe Light.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Only reason why I was getting it replaced was because of the fact, since I was getting it tinted, it was all scratched up here and stuff like that. But thankfully I did, because up here I was literally able to go ahead and lift up the windshield like this. And the guys were saying like the only thing that was holding it down was pretty much like the wipers and then the strip of glue that was here. Other than that, they were literally able to go like this with the whole entire windshield. So thankfully I got that fixed, because they said like this windshield could have just came up and just flew on the highway.
Everybody gon' see it, so I aim and hit from the cop. What the fuck is you thinking? This shit finna be anywhere it can go. I'ma take them to walk to the top of the trust. I done went on them, young ain't gon' spin on them. I have them do it again. Reverted Kabaddi, got walk in the bottle, bang out with that chopper, let's run it again. They know don't watch, they tryna put hoes my body. These niggas are not my friend. Photo right, young nigga come from the safari, I'm running up ends with my